Hello. In this video, I'm going to go over my experiences at GenCon 2024 and a little bit of the history of GenCon. The history of GenCon. GenCon started in 1968 at the Horticultural Hall in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, although officially the very first one was held in 1967 at Gary Gygax's home, the co-inventor of D&D, with 12 people, but most people recognize the first convention with 96 attendees in 1968. GenCon then moved to the Milwaukee Exposition and Convention Center and Arena, or Mecca, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1968, with 5,000 attendees at that time. It then moved to the Midwest Express Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 1998, with 19,000 attendees, and was purchased by Wizards of the Coast in 1997, and GenCon became the property of TSR in 1976, and Wizards of the Coast was subsequently acquired by Hasbro, which then eventually sold GenCon to the former CEO of Wizards of the Coast, Peter Atkinson, in 2002. And GenCon is the America's largest tabletop gaming convention in North America, both by attendance and number of events, featuring traditional pen and paper board games, card games, tabletop games, role-playing games, miniature war games, live-action role-play games, collectible card games, and strategy games. It also features some computer games as well, and a lot of tournaments. So when I went this year, it was held in the Indiana Convention Center in Indianapolis, Indiana, where it moved to in 2003 with 25,000 attendees at that time, and in the past few years it's had 70,000 attendees at maxed out. The dealer hall. So there is a vast, sprawling dealer hall at GenCon with many, many vendors and so many things to see, and lots of demos that you can try. Some of the major ones you see here: Piezo, Floodgate, Arcane Wonders, Leader, Asmodee, SRG, Upper Deck, Slugfest, Catalyst, All Play, etc. These are some of the really nifty displays that were at some of the dealer halls. You can see these life-size models. So this is a quick view of the 800 aisle near Tressex, and you can get a sense of a view of a lot of the stores and just the people there. Another one near Cool Stuff in the 1300 aisle, where we see a view of some of the what it looks like, and a lot of stores, a lot of booths have also display areas where people are showing, the companies are showing their games and demos. Another view of the dealer hall and area that you can see here. And of course, there were I ran into the Mario group who were demoing games at Doggerland, demoing a game called Loot. This is just one of the vendor dealers called Mega Nerd. Another one for Spin Master Games that I stopped by. I checked out their games. I bought some Tiny Epic games. This is their booth from Gameling Games, which was in the shape of a castle, which is pretty neat. I was working with WizKids Games, demoing Star Trek Into the Unknown, which you can see on the left picture there. They have their game coming out in October, and there's a couple of shots of their booth. The Tourney Hall was also vast. There's several halls dedicated to games. There's also in the JW Marriott open play area, game area as well, which is really amazing. So just hundreds of games and people demoing games and tournaments and going on, and many events, and you could see a vast sprawling hall of board games, tabletop games, miniature games, and a huge hall of lots of also tournaments and national and events happening. Another view of the tournament hall. There are also areas of certain companies demoing games and had lots of sign-ups for games, and you could play with in lots of tournaments as well. This is one of the other halls. This is where that BattleTech and Catalyst. It is also where the paint a mini area was. You can see here where people are painting miniatures. This is the WizKids HeroClix tournament where people are playing in nationals. So this is some of the WizKids HeroClix national events happening here. Games. A lot of familiar faces for me, at least. This is people playing battle royales, HeroClix or WizKids games, and their tournament area. So this is similar to for many companies where they have colored tables and that signify their areas. This is Star Wars Legion. It's just lots of tables you can see in the right picture here. Just lots of amazing dioramas. This one on the left here is an A-wing. The one on the right here is Yoda as a Buddha statue, and you can see in the background there a number of other just amazing dioramas for playing games. So this is a picture of me. I'm demoing Star Trek Into the Unknown at the WizKids table here, which is a game it's a Star Trek themed, story-driven, scenario-driven, objective-driven game, Starship Simulator game that's coming out in October. The pinball row. So there's an area that has lots and lots of pinball machines that right before the entrance to the Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see there were lots of pinball machines, lots of people constantly playing. Every time I walked by this hall, I saw lots of people playing pinball. They had lots of trophies too, so I think there was some kind of event or tournament going on here as well. So a huge variety of pinball machines, which is pretty cool to see. There's also an area, Cosplay Alley, which is one of the intersections of the main hallway between the dealer hall and the tournament hall. So there were a rotating number of people constantly in this area. And this is Paolo Garbanzo, the comedy juggler. So he was entertaining to watch. And this is a view of the Cosplay Alley. So again, lots of people rotate here and lined up for anybody to take pictures with. A lot of amazing costumes you can see here throughout all the days. And then there was also on Sunday a cosplay parade. So I have a separate video for the entire full cosplay parade. This is just towards the end of it. So I have, if you look on my YouTube channel, you'll find another full video of the entire, from beginning to end, the cosplay parade. Again, this is just the very end of it. So there were hundreds of amazing costumes, all pretty much most of them were all just custom costumes and just really people doing an amazing job of cosplay costumes. Some simple, some very elaborate, some really inspiringly amazing. So, it took probably about 20 minutes for walking at this pace that you see in the video here for everybody to walk past the aisle. So I've been to GenCon about 10 times, and the cosplay parade, I've only seen it twice in its full glory, so this is really always amazing to see. But I always, because the cosplay aisle, section is between it's between the dealer hall and the tournament hall. You pass by and see um, the cosplay people a lot. So, but it's always neat to see all of them in the actual entire full parade. It's always neat to see. There were other sites. There's so much to see at Gen Con. There's no few minute video is gonna be able to capture everything. But these are some sites that I saw. So another interesting site was called Card Hala. It's a 24-hour free event for charity, where people basically build these huge houses of cards, and you can donate cards, and then they tear it all down. So this is a overhead view of as you can see, it's a huge area where people are building these immense card basic like mega card houses, basically, with lots of card structures. And it's just mind-bogglingly huge. So, okay, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I'm sure there's lots of other Gen Con videos out there in YouTube land. Be sure to check out my cosplay video. I thought that was really neat, the first time that I really caught the whole thing, the entire cosplay parade on video. So thank you for watching, and have a great day.